Hello friends! Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things to use in story time. I call it the magic bag. I came up with this a long time ago and I've been working on stories to use it with. So it looks like a magician's bag, right? Which is why I call it the magic bag, and the kids always know what I'm talking about. I am not a sewer. Somebody luckily made this for me. And inside there's a hidden pocket. It's very hard to see. It's pretty big. It's about 6 inches by 6 inches, and I could fit lots of different things in there. So I use recipe books, I call them, and I like to use stories that either we throw ingredients in throughout the story, or at the end something is finished and comes out. So I compiled a list of my favorite spring stories to use, and the kids love this. So once you start, you will not be able to stop. So I have the 4 different seasons. Right now it's spring, so I have various manipulatives that fit inside of that secret pouch. So I go to the craft store, I look everywhere, and I find these different things that will work. So there's a felt carrot. I make lots of stuff too, or like the fake food carrot. And I mix them up because sometimes I see the same child at different storytime activities. So ahead of time, before I read and get my supplies ready in story time, I just hide whatever I'm going to use in the pouch. And the kids always want to check the bag to make sure I didn't hide anything. So what I do is I just hold the top of the bag right there where the pouch is. So I keep that tight so nobody can see it. And the carrot's right here, like in my hand, so the kids won't be able to see it. So they'll try to stick their head in here and make sure that I'm not hiding anything on them. And I even, if I have a big group of kids where I don't have time for everybody to get a chance, I go like this. Sometimes I'll ask a teacher or a parent to come up and inspect the bag for me. And then throughout the story, if there's ingredients or something like that, I'll say, okay, make sure everybody put it in the bag. So for this particular one with the carrots, we have the carrot seed or carrot soup. So throughout the story, we have to water it, plant it, plow it, stuff like that. So I'll make sure the kids throw it into the bag. So we all throw it in. At the end of the story, sometimes I make up a special little song. Sometimes I'll ask the kids to make up a special song. And I'll sing it once through, and then I'll ask everybody for help. And while everybody's helping me, I can unvelcro the little pouch without anybody noticing, and then make a grand spectacle. With the carrot, I ask all the kids to pull like this and see if we can pull out of the magic bag. There are various other things I have too, other stories. So then, I make grand gesture and then pull the carrot out of the bag, and the kids go crazy and ask for the stories again and again and again. So highly recommend doing that. But once you start, you won't be able to stop. So that's why I'm developing a full year curriculum to go with my magic bag. So some of the other stories that you can use for the springtime, I like Waiting for Wings. You could also use The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And I got this great butterfly at the craft store. You could get these in all different colors, rainbow, kids love that. They are very fragile, so they usually come in a 10-pack, and you will need them all, especially after reading it a few times and trying to hide it on them. Also love Pie in the Sky for the spring, about a cherry tree at the end of the story. Make a cherry pie, so we throw all the ingredients in, we mix it up, put it in the oven, out comes the cherry pie, which is very fun. I also love Up, Down, and Around, and it's about vegetables and how they grow up, down, and around. At the end of the story, there's a nice salad featuring all the vegetables. You could also make soup, so that works. And the last one that I really like to use is called Planting a Rainbow, and I got just a little tiny, they were all white at the craft store, and I took fabric paint and painted all the colors of a rainbow, because at the end of the story, the bouquet with all the different colors of the rainbow are featured. And the kids love that it's actually real flowers, not felt, which you could easily make as well. Hopefully this holds up after reading a few times. As you can already tell, it's been flattened quite a bit. But it's great. Kids love it. So those are my favorite spring stories to use with the Magic Bag.